Now we're going to talk about the ablative case in Turkish. The ablative case is a set of endings which follow the rules of two-way vowel harmony and are commonly used as the equivalents of the English expressions from, of, because of, via, through, and the comparative than. Let's look at how we're going to form the ablative case in Turkish. So let's say we want to say from the house. We'll start with the Turkish word for house, ev, and choose the appropriate version of the ablative case ending according to the rules of two-way vowel harmony. So for ev, we're going to choose den. Of our four options, dan, tan, den, and ten. We need to choose den. Ev, den, from the house. So if we want to say in Turkish, I am coming from the house, we'll simply say evden, from the house, I am coming, geliyorum. Evden geliyorum, I am coming from the house. So the ablative ending in this case carrying the meaning of motion from. Let's look at another example. If you want to say in Turkish a silver bracelet, literally a bracelet from silver, a bracelet made from silver, we can again use the ablative case ending. So we would start with the Turkish word for silver, gümüş, and choose the appropriate version of the ablative case ending. Now, Turkish consonants are divided into voiced consonants and what are called voiceless consonants. Voiceless consonants in Turkish include p, t, k, s, sh, ç, f, and he. Notice that the word gümüş, silver, ends in one of these voiceless consonants, sh. What does that mean for us in terms of adding the ablative case ending to gümüş? It means that instead of choosing dan or den, we have to choose one of the two versions of the ablative case ending which begin with the voiceless consonant te. So we're going to choose the version of the ablative case ending which agrees not only in terms of vowel harmony with the vowel in gümüş, but also has a voiceless consonant to match the voiceless consonant that gümüş ends with. So we will say gümüş ten, from silver or of silver. We wanted to say a bracelet of silver or a silver bracelet, so we will next add the Turkish word a or one, bir, and finally the word for bracelet, bilezik. So a silver bracelet, or literally from silver or of silver with the ablative case ending, a bracelet. Let's look at another example. We can use the ablative case to form comparatives as well. So if we want to make the sentence, Boston is smaller than New York, we will add the ablative case ending to New York to create the meaning than New York. Let's take a look at how we're going to do that. So Boston is smaller than New York. We start with the word Boston, then New York. We want to add the ablative case to New York. Notice New York ends in a ke, one of our voiceless consonants. This means we're going to choose either ten or tan, our versions of the ablative case ending that begin with the voiceless consonant te. In the case of New York, vowel harmony, two-way vowel harmony, tells us it's going to be tan, New York, tan. Because New York is a proper noun, the name of a city, we are going to have to remember to insert a little apostrophe between the name New York, the noun New York, and the ablative case ending. So Boston, New York, tan, Boston, then New York, Daha, more. Küçük, small. So we've literally got Boston than New York, more small, or as we'll translate it, Boston is smaller than, we get the than meaning from this ablative case ending tan, New York. Boston is smaller than New York. Boston, New York, tan daha küçük. Let's look at one more example. We can add the ablative case ending on top of a plural ending, plural suffix, or also on top of a possessive suffix. Let's look at what it looks like when we add the ablative case ending to a possessive suffix. So we saw how to say, I am coming from from the house. Let's see how we would say, I am coming from my town. We will start with the Turkish word for town, kasaba. We want to say my town, so we're going to add the possessive suffix m, my town, kasabam. And then we'll simply add the ablative case ending to the end of the word after our possessive suffix. So we will look at our options. Kasabam doesn't end in a voiceless consonant, so we're going to choose either dan or den. Our two-way vowel harmony rules tell us we're going to choose dan. Kasabam, dan. From my town, I am coming, geliyorum. So I am coming from my town. We use the ablative case.